messed up. And by that, I mean I didn't watch the Spit or Swallow Beer review yet. Welcome to the Spit or Swallow Beer review with Shagdog and Jammer. These guys are the dynamic duo of hops and barley, here to make your beer nights epic. If you love beer and laugh out loud fun, hit that subscribe button. Like, comment and share if you've ever spilled a pint. So, grab a cold one, call your friends, and remember, life's too short to drink alone. Cheers.
Can you see me? All right. Shagdog, Spit or Swallow Beer review. No Jammer. And this time I'm drinking Goliath Brewing's. Goliath Brewing, right? Oh, Toppling. Goliath Brewing's Rover truck. Oatmeal Stout. Get in the truck and let's buckle up, baby. All right. Oatmeal Stout. Hopefully this doesn't fill me up too much where I don't want to drink anymore. I still got about 3 beers to do. Maybe 4 if you're lucky. If I'm lucky. All right, let's pour that in there. I think I gave that too heavy a pour. Oh, that might go over. That was way too much. Way too much, huh? We'll let that settle down a little bit here while we're waiting. I got to search something because it's going to be awesome for you country fans out there. Because Shagdog is more rock and roll. But I do have a little country in me. Should have had this set up to begin with, right? All right, there's that. And I thought I did this song one time, but apparently I didn't. All right, yeah. So this is Toppling Goliath Rover truck. Where I used to work at in the state of Florida, Rover truck didn't look like that. For my, how do I prep? Oh, there we go. Let's do it. Yeah, so this gets a 87 on Beer Advocate Oatmeal Stout. 5% ABV, so that's not too bad. Baby, get the keys to the Rover truck. Man, let me get this Oatmeal Stout over, bruh. It ain't no beer up here in Iowa like it. Bust your big head is what was told to us. Now play it how you say it. I bet you won't. There's supposed to be Iowa talk. I'll have you drinking its sweet molasses when I give you what you want. Looking good, doing bad, and my nerves bad with maybe it's a song. I don't know. Drink on up. You know you're going to hit it. 35 IBUs. I don't know the words of the song. Even though it's one of my favorite country songs, it's a karaoke version. On her wall, Lord, don't look good at all. That's my girl, my whole world. That ain't my truck. All right. There you go. A little bit of, what is that, Red Atkins? Something like that. Yeah, nice frothy little head. Bubbly, a lot of space in between those big bubbles there. I don't know if you can see that. A lot of big bubblage with the head. Yeah. Kind of sweet. Dark, roasted, malty. Maybe a little bit of dark sweet malts, dark fruitiness in there, very lightly. Roasty. Yeah, a little slight coffee maybe. Not a whole lot of aroma in there, but I'm getting all that, just hints of it though. A little bit of sweetness though. We'll see how that goes. Anything special on the can? I mean, you got the truck there, Rover truck. A map of Iowa, Decorah, Iowa. Looks like it says Decorah. Brewed in beautiful Decorah. Rover truck rolls up with roasty almond aromas, hints of dank chocolate, and a creamy oatmeal stout. This everyday stout is an easy drinking brew that is perfect for any occasion. So there you go. Let's get this one. Thanks for Freaky Freaks for joining in earlier in the previous video. Let's get this one in now, right? Slight chocolate, coffee, toasted oats, very light sweetness, pretty mild tasting. Maybe between a thin and medium body, close to medium, I think. Carbonation is probably average, maybe a little bit below average. Slightly silky. It's kind of like low on everything. It's all there, but it's low. It's not very robust or anything. I'd say the coffee is probably the most, maybe a hint of chocolate. But the coffee is, I mean, you can tell it's like a strong coffee, but it's bland at the same time. It's kind of weird. But it's easy to drink. Smooth, easy, silky. I'd say about medium carbonation. Not too bad. Yeah. What would I give this, right? Oh, I like the can. Rover truck. Yeah, everybody likes a nice classic pickup, right? Is that actual? I wonder if that's a pickup by Ford or... Let's Google that. I don't know because I'm not a big pickup expert. Let's Google that. Let's Googleize it, as we would say. Did Ford or any other company have a truck called the Rover? Well, you got Land Rover. And Ford purchased Land Rover from BMW in 2000. I didn't even know that. No wonder Land Rover went downhill. Haha. Anyhow, what you gonna do, right? A little depressed that Jammer couldn't join in today. And it was a double whammy. It wasn't just for one reason today. It was two reasons. When he has bad luck, he has bad luck. But I hope he feels better. I mean, I'd rather him feel better and not join because of the other reason instead of being sick. So hopefully he feels better soon. Only good thing about Jammer not joining is I get to do all the talking. And if I want to cut it off at 3 beers, I can cut it off and I don't argue with myself most of the time. Slightly weird as I'm buzzed already off these 2 beers. And they weren't strong beers, even though the first one was almost 17 ounces. This one's like a 16-ounce can. Got a buzz for some reason. Wow. Slight buzz. They're not very strong beers, right? This is 5%. I think the last one was around 5% also, so that's kind of weird. 5.4 or something like that. Pretty good, though. Nice, easy, smooth oatmeal stout. Hints of everything in there. It's just kind of bland, though. But it's good, too. So, I mean, it's smooth, easy, silky. It does have the coffee, chocolate, maybe some hidden dark fruits way down below. What really gets me is probably the silkiness, but it's carbonated at the same time. So it's kind of silky smooth, but a slight carbonation. So, yeah. And pretty easy to drink. And I don't know where that's at in Iowa. Apparently the northeast corner, Decorah, Iowa. I wonder if that's where Northern Iowa University is. My ex-fiance from many years ago, her brother played at Northern Iowa University. But I don't think he played that much. I don't think. God rest his soul, though he died in a car accident a couple years ago. Yeah, let me see what that university is just to give him a shout out, right? I'll even say his whole crazy name. What city is Northern Iowa University in? No, it's in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Oh, let's check how far they're away from each other. Directions from Cedar Falls, Iowa to Decorah, Iowa. Hour and 29 minutes. So Cedar Falls is southwest of Decorah. And I'll give him a shout out. Bam Bam John Wayne DeRoff. He looked like Bam Bam Bigelow a little bit. Kind of taller, a little slimmer than Bam Bam, but pretty big guy. He didn't do well in football, I guess. I don't know. John Wayne DeRoff, football stats, Northern Iowa. All-time football roster. Wow, he's on there. Northern Iowa keeps an actual all-time football roster. That's crazy. Let's see. They actually say the year they played or years they played, so let's check. Let's go in alphabetical, too, so I can get down to the D's. He must be there, though. It came up when I put in his name, so. I wonder if he has his whole name there, John Wayne. There's two famous John Waynes, John Wayne and John Wayne Gacy. So, I'm hoping he looked up more to John Wayne. Where the fuck's the D's at? I got the E's. It goes E's right. Wait, okay, D. D-E. Let's see. Fuck. Dietrich. I don't see his name on there. Let me double check because no, his name doesn't come up there. D-E. ROF. I don't see it. Yeah. It's weird because that site was the first one that came up when I put his name in there. But I did say his name and football, Iowa, Northern Iowa, so could be the reason why. Anyhow, he did have a picture of him playing for them, so I gotta believe him. I think he dropped out his freshman year, though. That's probably why he's not on the list. I think after football season, he dropped out. Yeah. You got to be committed, man. You get a scholarship, you go to college, man. You got to do your college work. You got to college. You got to collegiate, right? You just can't play football. Supposedly he was pretty good at football. I don't know. I was pretty good at football, but I was small. Middle school, I thought I was a shit, 5'8", same height as I am now, maybe 1 inch shorter, 5'7", but I was only 125 pounds. And then I got to freshman, and I was probably third or fourth string. They actually let more people than normally have on a JV team. So it's supposed to be like 50-something on the team, and they let like 65 of us on there. I probably would have got cut, but I did pretty good in practice and preseason training. But as the season went further and further, somehow the last game of the season, I played defensive end, which I was too small to play that. I probably should have been trying to be a receiver, is what I should have been, or defensive back. But anyhow, I was defensive end. I was like third string. By the end of the season, I was no string. And then, but I got to play at least because we'd be winning 38-0 going in the fourth quarter, playing good last 10 minutes of the fourth quarter or something. But Yeah, by the last game of the season, they were like, "Who didn't play yet? Going at tight end. I don't play tight end. You do today." That's pretty funny. And then I was supposed to. They said, "Just stay and block." I'm like, "Okay." I just said, "Fuck this. I'm running a route." That's another thing. You put a 125, 130 pound guy as a tight end. Yeah. Okay. Now, did I grade this? I don't think I did. I'll give it a straight up B again. Another one was a straight up B and a swallow. B and a swallow. There you go. Pretty good, smooth, easy to drink, and some flavor there. Not very robust, smooth, easy drinking oatmeal stout. And oatmeal stouts aren't supposed to be like super like bursting with flavors and shit. You know, it's oatmeal. The fuck do you want, right? Yeah, pretty good though. Oh, I wish my buddy Jammer was here. Even Jammer fan, but Jammer fan I think works crazy hours now too. So it's like now sometimes when I do beer reviews on Tuesday mornings, Jammer fan can join. But yeah, I called in sick the other night. Not last night. I was off last night. The night before, I was worn out, man. A physically demanding job, and I just think I'm getting too old for that shit. I've been doing it for over 3 years now, going on 3.5 years, and I think it's aged me quite a bit, man. I just looked at a video or a picture from the other day from 3 years ago. I was like, holy shit. I mean, granted, I'm 53 now, but man, from 50 to 53, I was like, fuck, my beard's a lot whiter. Well, of course, I don't get no sunlight because I work graveyard shift. I'm pale as hell. My belly's bloated, probably malnutritioned. Can't show the whole skull thing there. It just curls up into like a half a skull. Pretty good, though. I can't believe I had the beer over there. I still got a little bit in there. Let's get that in there and finish this and get the heck out of here, right? I got things to do and places to be, right? Well, I've been slacking on the YouTube shorts lately. I was putting them up. We're doing pretty good up until April 22nd-ish, 21st. I was blasting the shorts. And then I kind of slacked off. Then I kind of picked up a little bit. And then since May 4th, I slacked off again. Uploaded 2 yesterday, but when you upload 2 at the same time within a couple hours apart, only one of them gets views. So I got to quit doing that. One a day is the only thing I can do. And then depending on how you title it and hashtags, it's a give or take it if you're going to get views on it or not. But that's okay. Not really trying to get views, just trying to have fun. Oh, I did not know that our good buddy Hoss followed us on the Facebook page. So that's good. I don't think he watches us, but yeah. What you gonna do, right? Now, unbeknownst to me, I did not know that Hulk Hogan. He grew up in the Tampa area. I think he moved from. He was born here in Augusta, Georgia. I did not know that at all, but he moved at a very young age, 3 years old, 5 years old, to Tampa. But Augusta does not promote, as far as I know, I've only lived here about 3.5 years. They do not promote that Hulk Hogan was born here. They do not promote it at all. Why wouldn't you promote that? Let's Google that. Does Augusta, Georgia promote the fact that Hulk Hogan was born there? Yes, Augusta, Georgia promotes the fact that Hulk Hogan was born there, while Augusta Chronicle and other news outlets frequently mention his birth in Augusta. There is no evidence of extensive promotional campaigns or specific tourism attractions dedicated to him. I mean, they should have a sign coming into the town. Hulk Hogan, James Brown, what's this? Famous people from Augusta, Georgia. Lawrence Fishburne. Amy Grant. I'm just looking for the big names, right? That's probably, they got a lot of names, but that's the only names I know. I'm pretty sure James Brown is from here too. He didn't even come up in the list yet, did he? Yeah, James Brown, they didn't even come up in the list yet, unless he. I don't know if that. Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Amy Grant. A lot of brothers up on here. I guess you get that, right? Yeah, anyhow, Amy Grant, Hulk Hogan, and James Brown. Put them up on the side somewhere. Was James Brown born in Augusta, Georgia? Barnwell, South Carolina. Okay. But he was, during his youth, sent to live with his aunt, who lived in Augusta. Okay. So he grew up in Augusta. Barnwell is not too far from Augusta, so Barnwell, South Carolina. So I'm like a Connecticut Yankee in the South, but I'm not really from Connecticut, but New York, Pennsylvania, upstate New York. Let me get the facts straight, right? But I lived in Florida. Florida is where I lived most of my life. 24 years in Florida. I lived in upstate New York 15 years, my first 15 years and almost 16 years. 15 years and 10 months. And then I lived in Pennsylvania, Northeast Pennsylvania, from end of 87, October 87 till March of 91. So what's that? Three and a half years almost. Wait, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.5 years. 4.5 years. And then I joined the military, did time in South Carolina for training, stationed in New Jersey, no, not Fort Dix, for 2 years almost. Then went overseas to Panama for 2 years. And then did Fort Hood, Texas for about 11 months. Finally got out, moved to central Pennsylvania where my parents moved while I was in the Army. Horrible place. And then after about a year there, they relocated to Florida. Me and my brothers and my one brother's wife and child came down with them. And then I lived in Florida for 24 years. Yeah. And then my parents decided to do a big sale, moved to South Carolina, sell their house. I think my stepfather wanted to do it more than my mother did. My mother wanted to stay in Florida. But anyhow, that's what happens. But anyhow, I was going through some issues at the time. I said, you know what? I'm going with you. I need a change in life. And at first, I got up here thinking I was going to do DoorDash, continue to do DoorDash, but my car broke down in Florida right before we moved here. And I sold it because it's a piece of junk. And I was like, well, I'll get a new car when I get up here and continue to do DoorDash. But I didn't. And because car prices just skyrocketed, that was like towards the end of 2021. Even used cars went. Even though I had a good offer from Jammer's future mother-in-law, they weren't married at that time yet. Before I moved, I didn't want to have a big ass Buick gas guzzler to do DoorDash. That's why I didn't buy it. He was like, "It's a good deal." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'll be paying so much gas." He's like, "It's not that much difference." And I was like, "Okay, this is how many miles I do a day. This is how many miles you get in this car and this car. I'm going to be spending $1,000 more in gas at least more a year, at least. So that's why I didn't buy that. Although I should have, because I didn't DoorDash. But hindsight is 2020, right? So I didn't get a car until about 10 months after we were living here. I just waited until the prices went down a little bit. And where was I going with this whole story? I don't know. But here I am, stuck in South Carolina, overnight shift job, crappy. I haven't found I wanted a day shift job Monday through Friday with weekends and holidays off. Trying to get a government job for that, but no luck with that, right? I'm thinking about going back to Florida, but I'm weighing my options still. I don't know. I'd like my parents to go back down because I don't want to leave them up here. They're elderly. They're still doing okay, but in a few years, they might need help. I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyhow, here I am, complaining. Not really complaining. But I'm just trying to live the dream, and it's hard to do when you're on the overnight shift with Tuesdays and Wednesdays off. I got to get a new job soon, or I'm going to fucking crack. Because I got no social life at all. I mean, what kind of woman wants to date a man who works overnight shift and has Tuesday and fucking Wednesday nights off, and sleeps all day? Granted, I stay up all morning. I'm up till noon. I go. Of course, I'm worn out, so I don't go anywhere, actually. I have such a physically demanding job. I'm fucking worn out. I don't want to do nothing. I sit in front of TV, eat. Occasionally, I might do a couple beer reviews on a weekday or a day I work. That's about it. That's most work I might do at home, after work. Oh, boy. Anyhow, I'm sitting here griping. I should be out. Instead of drinking and doing beer reviews, I should be looking for a job. I did find one great job. I was like, wow, this is too good to be true. City job. I was like, oh, you just clean off the rails, the trail bike thing, limbs and debris off the trail. You clean the porta potties that are along the trail. And it's not a real big trail, 17 miles or something. And there's a little amphitheater thing downtown. They want you to clean that when they have events and do the toilets. I don't know if that's because with that'd be on a weekend, so I don't think that's Monday through Friday. But anyhow, I was paying $20 an hour. I was like, well, that's a couple of hours more than I'm making now. But the kicker that got me that I didn't want to do it was during the holidays, I had to hang up Christmas shit downtown. And I'm like, man, I don't like hanging up Christmas shit in my own house. What makes you think I want to do that shit downtown, right? But in hindsight, I should have done it. It would have been a few dollars more an hour, and most times it would be days. I might have some weekends off. And yeah, that's life. But I'm just trying to live the life. I'm just trying to save, invest, hopefully have something by the time I'm 63, 65, so I can retire. Hopefully, but I mean, it's a little too late, kids. Kids, if you're young now, 20s, 30s, especially if you're in your 20s, start investing, man. You can retire by the time you're in your 50s. If you're in your 30s, not too late. You're not too far behind. 40s, you're a little late, but hey, you're not in your fucking 50s trying to do it. So if you're early 40s to mid 40s, hey, start pumping it out. If you're fucking 50s or older, you're fucking screwed probably, but if you got a good job where you make good money and you're frugal, you could probably do it in 10 years. Invest 401k, then outside investments, and then be frugal, get rid of your wife. Yeah. And by the time you're dead or barely able to walk when you're 65 or 70, you might be able to retire. Beer does the job. All right, on that note, hey, thanks for watching the Spit or Swallow Beer Review. We bring the most important information here to you: financial, political, comedy, celebrities, finance. Yeah, we got it all. I did not know Amy Grant was from Augusta. I like to meet her, but I bet she don't look. I haven't seen Amy Grant in a video or music thing or anything since the late '80s, early '90s. So I'm sure she's not looking too good anymore. Is that her current? Oh, she don't look too bad now. Actually, she looks pretty good still. I don't know if that's recent or not, but there you go, Amy Grant. Not bad. Amy Grant 2024. Well, there she is, supposedly in 2024. Not bad. And she's got to be like in her 60s, right? How old is Amy Grant? 64 years old. Amy, if you're watching, Shag Doggy loves you. And your one biggest hit is probably the only song I heard, and the one song you did with Peter Cetera. I think Amy Grant's biggest hits. I don't want to watch a video of it. Baby Baby was her biggest hit. I don't remember it. Only song I remember is probably The Next Time We Fall in Love with Peter Cetera. The next time I fall in love, I will know what to do. Next time I fall in love. Woo, the next time I fall in love, the next time I fall in love, it will be with you. Now, that was probably made for a movie, but it didn't get the movie cut. Was The Next Time I Fall in Love made for a movie? No, it wasn't made for a movie, but what has been used in some film context, probably a little short part of a film or whatever. Okay. Does Peter Cetera occasionally join Chicago? No, Peter Cetera does not currently occasionally join Chicago. They put that all in there. He left the band in 1985 and has not rejoined or performed with them since. That's crazy. All the hits you have with him? What's he just do the hits by himself? Does Peter... I don't even know if he tours. I mean, he's got to be fucking old anyhow, but... Does Peter Cetera sing Chicago songs when he tours? Yes, Peter Cetera often performs Chicago songs when he tours. While he is known for his solo career, he frequently incorporates them from time to time. I mean, his fucking solo songs aren't that great. What's Peter Cetera's greatest solo songs? The Next Time I Fall in Love, After All, Feels Like Heaven, Last Place God Made, Stay the Night. That was with Chicago, so that's not solo. Yeah. So 1 out of 4 fucking solo songs you heard of. Next Time I Fall in Love. After All, I don't remember that one. 1989. Feels Like Heaven, 1992. The Last Place God Made. Stay the Night, Chicago 84. Yeah, heard of it. I Don't Want to Live Without Your Love, Chicago 88. Yep. You're Not Alone. I don't know. There's better Chicago ones than that, I think. What are the best Chicago songs with Peter Cetera? If You Leave Me Now, Baby, What a Big Surprise. Hard to Say I'm Sorry. You're the Inspiration. Gloria, Love. Oh, that was solo, though. That was solo career. That's another one with a solo career. After All, Duet with fuck. Right. I don't want to play this because I'll probably get copyrighted or some shit. Anyhow, it's fucking Peter Cetera. That's like I heard a rumor though recently. Dennis DeYoung wants to get back with the original members of Styx to do another tour or something. And Dennis DeYoung has been touring with his own band for years, you know. And Styx has been doing the Tommy Shaw. I don't think Dennis DeYoung has been with Styx in a while. When was the last time Dennis DeYoung toured with Styx? 1999 was the last time Dennis DeYoung and his bandmates celebrated his success. Yeah. I mean, Dennis DeYoung is theatrical and shit like that. And Tommy Shaw just rocks. Who's a better singer for Styx, Tommy Shaw or Dennis DeYoung? It's difficult to I like how AI says it's difficult who say who's better. Try to be like in the middle. Dennis DeYoung was known for his high energy vocals and songwriting, especially on hits like Babe and Mr. Roboto. Tommy Shaw, on the other hand, brought a more rock oriented, often hard hitting style, as heard in Blue Collar Man and Too Much Time in My Hands. Ultimately, though, both DeYoung and Shaw were important parts of Styx's vocal and songwriting landscape. I hated some of those songs by Dennis DeYoung, though. Mr. Roboto, do what you got to Mr. Roboto. Secret, secret, I got a secret. Secret, secret. Let's see what his big songs were with. What were Dennis DeYoung's biggest songs that he sung with Styx? Babe, Mr. Something, I don't know what the hell that. Oh, Mr. Roboto, yeah. The Best of Times, Come Sail Away, Don't Let It End, Love, Show Me the Way, and Lady. Show Me the Way, that was on the last album he did with Styx, I believe. Maybe not. I can't remember. You, babe. Now, Dennis DeYoung did it in the solo career. No really big hits. The only big one he had was Desert Moon. And I really like that song. I've sung it before, matter of fact. Let's see if I can get back to that. Hope it has me signed in still. All right, let's see. Ah, shit. Motherfucker. Dennis DeYoung, Desert Moon. I'm probably not the greatest singer. I did sing it before. I'm trying to see, because sometimes I'll let you view other singers. That's what I want. Frick. I don't want to sing it. Let's just go to recordings. So hard to function through this on the phone. It's fucking crazy. You gotta go fucking alphabetical. I'm still in the B's. Still in the B's. Still in the B's. Hey, I'm in the C's. Still in the C's. Still in the C's. Still in the C's. I'm at CO. I'm at DE, so should be coming up Detroit. Desert Moon right there. I've done it 3 different times. 2017 twice, and then 2019. One of them I got 3 hearts, or 3 messages. Let's go with that one, apparently. It says 3 messages, but 0 views. How's that possible? Anyhow, let's go with that one. There we go. Probably did it horribly. If it plays.
Right. Great 80s song. Dennis DeYoung.
We'll let this song play, then we'll close this video out. 40 minutes. Wow. Took me a long time to drink this one, huh?
Not as good as the stuff from the States, but not too bad. Is this train to Desert Moon was all she said. But I knew I'd heard that stranger's voice before.
Probably not my best version.
I turned to look into her eyes, but she moved away.
I'm sure since nobody knows the song, Dennis DeYoung still has it blocked probably on YouTube.
Trying hard to speak my name. They say first.
I think I've done a better version of that before. Yeah, and this sucks because when you go back on that site, it just takes right back to the beginning, A's, and yeah, Desert Moon, man, pretty good song. Those summer nights when we were young. Really good song. I like that song. Very nostalgic 80s, too. That came out probably about 85. What year did that come out? I'm going to guess 85, might be 86. What year did Desert Moon come out by Dennis DeYoung? 84. I'm 1 to 2 years off.
Debut solo album by former Styx keyboard player,
Yeah.
singer, songwriter Dennis DeYoung.
Those summer nights when we were young. Oh my God, that's a great song. Desert Moon lyrics. Let's get to the chorus right there. Those summer nights when we were young, we bragged of things we'd never done. We were dreamers, only dreamers. And in our haste to grow up too soon, we left our innocence on Desert Moon. We were dreamers, only dreamers. On Desert Moon, on Desert Moon, on Desert Moon, on Desert Moon. Really good song. Check it out. I liked it. Matter of fact, after I get done drinking, I might do 1 or 2 more beer reviews though, and then I'll do karaoke. Really good fucking song, man. I love that song. This karaoke site I used to go to, they used to have a live chat thing, and you took turns singing songs. It was great. And then when they updated the shit in 2020, 2021, whatever year it was, everything got fucked up after 2020, right? They don't have that shit on there anymore. It's horrible. I used to like it, watching other people. I never sang too much because I could never get my audio quite right on there for some reason. But that's okay. Or say, oh, your voice is too loud, the music isn't loud enough, and all this kind of crazy shit. I'm like, fuck it. But most of the time, I just went in there to watch people. All right, let's get off this one. I went way too long. Spit or Swallow beer review. Yeah, we're empty. I'm going to have to edit that video. Shit. Spit or Swallow beer review. See you on the next one. And don't say I told you so, but I did. I kind of had a feeling today Jammer was going to be here because he usually replies back, hey, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I should be on by 9:30 or 10. And he never responds to me until 9:30 saying he couldn't join. So when I saw the message, I was like, all right, he's finally getting ready. No, he's not getting ready. That's okay, though. I can't blame him. He's getting old. I think Jammer is going to be the first one to fall out and quit the beer review. I'll never quit. We'll see you on the next one. Spit or Swallow beer review. Don't tell Jammer that. All right, we'll see you on the next one.